if I see my journey, I have been strategy hopping for a very long time. That was really a big hurdle for me in my journey. So if someone is coming in this trading thing, you should not, hop the strategy unless you are not getting any results for, let's say, 6 to 8 months. So you have to give yourself time. Let's say, I think 4 months data is also enough, 3 to 4 months data. Then just stick to one strategy and just take 1 to 2 trades a day, 1% risk, and just whatever your strategy is telling you, just do it. Just build your data for 3 4 months. Then I think nobody can stop you from achieving these kind of payouts or passing the challenges, because you will have confidence in yourself.
Welcome everyone, welcome back to the Fiverr's YouTube channel for yet another interview with a successful funded trader. Welcome Samir, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on the show. What about you?
I am good, thank you, and it's really great to have you on here. Maybe you could start this interview with you doing a quick introduction to who you
Okay.
are, where you started in trading.
Okay. So my name is Samir. I started trading in 2019, and my journey was basically started with the binary option. So I came across few ads. I deposited money in those brokers, and of course I lost it all. Actually, I took the money as a loan from someone. So I lost it all, and that's how I got introduced to trading. Like binary option, I know it's a scam, but that introduced me to this trading world. And slowly I did some research and I came across forex, because I was working at that time. I was not having that much time, so I came to forex because of the time window. You can trade. We have 3 sessions. Whenever you are having time, you can go with that. So that's why I came into forex. And of course the leverage was also good. So yeah, that was basically two main reasons for me coming into forex. Else I was trying stock market, but forex was having its own pros, so that's why I chose forex. So, and it was suitable for me back in, according to my situation back then. So, and still I trade forex only now.
Nice. All right. So how long did it take you to reach a consistent level where you felt like you're able to take some money out of the market?
I will say my journey has been a little bit rocky, because I quit my job in 2022 because I received my first payout from this company. So it was a pro firm only. So in 2022, like half of the 2022 was really good. I was getting consistent payouts. And then my downfall came. And then I again got a little bit consistent. And then again, so my journey is a little bit rocky. I got payouts. I got consistent for 4 5 months. And then again, downfall, maybe losing all this 80 to 70% of the payouts in broker or challenges. And then again, got a little bit profitable, and then again this journey continues. I was profitable. If you counted my whole net income, I was profitable, but I was not really doing it the right way. 2022, you can call it, I was profitable, but it was not really, I will not name it as profitable. I didn't lost money, of course. I was getting money, putting back, getting money, putting back, kind of break even. Little bit profit, you can say 10% profit here and there. But if you say actual profitability, where my spends on the challenges are not that much high, I will say it took me 4 years, I think. But to get the taste of that payout, it took me 3 years. 2.5 was, I should say.
You could say like 3 to 4 years to gain that
Yeah,
consistently.
you
Yeah,
can
that
say that.
makes
Yeah, yeah.
sense. That's a good number. I mean, if you look at how long it takes to go to school and get a proper education and
Yeah,
start a job, it's 3 to 4 years is definitely a good time to learn
yeah,
how to
exactly.
trade as well. Maybe we
Mm.
can look into the Fiverr's dashboard if you want to share your screen and we can see your the current account, because you're currently funded with $80,000 and you have a
Yeah,
high stakes
exactly.
account. So I would love to look at the journey of that account.
Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing TradingView right now.
Okay. So these are a couple of payouts that I have got from Fiverr. And these disable accounts, they are basically scale in. So I started with, I think, this 50,000, scaled into 64, got disabled. And then I think we moved to 70K. This got disabled. Actually, this I breached actually. So this is my current account that I'm having. I took some payouts from this account, and took some payouts from this account as well. I think this is the other account. I don't know because we have so many accounts there. I've breached few accounts, and I have successfully scaled up few accounts. Two of those where I started with 60K, one got to 70K. This is my live account right now. I have only one account. I breached one account, I think 2-3 days back, but it's okay. It's a part of the game. I think I ran this account for a pretty good amount of time. So I took few losing streak. I know my risk was a little bit high, and my confidence also was good. I will not say I did anything wrong. It was just losing streak got me, and now also a little bit losing streak I'm running in. If I show you my, this win rate is 47%. This is my overall you can say stats. My risk to reward is really sometimes 1 to 1.5, sometimes 1 to 2. And yeah, that's it. This is my dashboard, as you can see here. If I go to payouts also, actually I
Yeah,
got my
it's great.
first payout with the 100K account.
What's
And
the
then
what's the what's the all-time payout here? Oh man, it's a lot of
yeah, all
money. So
time
you're
is
30, almost $32,000 right here.
yeah,
That's the so okay. So I gotta ask you, man. Like, so you started trading. You started, you took out a loan, and then started trading, and you lost money, and now you're
yeah.
looking at from taking a loan and losing money. Now we're looking at a overall payout of almost $32,000. I mean, tell me how does that feel? How does it feel to be able to just draw a couple of lines on the chart, click buy and sell, and here you are in front of your computer making this amount of money?
Actually, it really feels amazing. Like you have time freedom. The training provides you that freedom. I think that no other profession can give you. I feel really good. Like I feel grateful also, like I was doing job here and there. I was getting barely $200 to $300 as salary. Now I think I made a significant amount of money. I think I'm really grateful for that. The skill set that I have. Of course, there are down times also. Now also, like when you face couple of losing streak, you doubt yourself here and there, but you have to push yourself. Like in my case, I know my strategy works, and slowly I can get back on track. And right now also, I'm on the track to on the road to, you can say, get more funding, and of course maintain this kind of payouts, in future also.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. That's really really cool. And what about that first payout? When you really, got that first payout, then you're actually getting the proof that you're profitable and you're able to make money on this.
This was my first payout. It was really, I think I took $100,000 challenge, and then I I got to, I think, 9% profit I made. And then yeah, 8100 was my profit. I still remember it was in the new year. I received near new year, and yeah, I really felt amazing. I remember I was in the car with the guy, and I saw my phone and the money got credited in my crypto. I was really happy back then. It was really wow moment.
Yeah.
After you don't really get these type of moments frequently in trading. Like after these payouts, I was like, okay, 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 I got my payout. Okay. But this payout was really, I felt happy, very happy. And the excitement was there on my face. Even my friend could have seen it. But yeah. And after that, I got used to it. I didn't got that much excited. I was like, okay, it's a payout. Okay. Let's just keep going on,
You
just
now it's
stick to my
business as
plan.
usual. Right,
Yeah,
you see the money is coming into your account, and you're like, "I'm a trader now. This is business as usual. It is what
yeah,
it is."
exactly.
But it's
Yeah,
amazing. It's
exactly.
amazing, man. I think everyone watching here, they obviously like they're all, this is all cool with the nice equity curves and the payouts and everything. But
Yeah,
now they
exactly.
want to know like, how are you making the money? How are you actually trading? So maybe we can switch over to trading view to take a look at a couple of setups.
Okay. So I have 2, 3 strategies. Let me explain you my one strategy that I think works very well in every market condition throughout the years. I think it have worked. I will just say you just wait for some kind of liquidity price. Let's say it takes this liquidity, and then you just wait for structure shift. And then again, you can use Fibonacci. You can enter near pullback areas. These are my pullback areas. So yeah. So this is
Okay,
one
so
of my strategy
the
that I use. Yeah.
The pullback areas that you mentioned here, I'm gonna have to make my screen a little bit bigger so I can actually see.
Yeah, let me just, it's
see the screen.
70% and 75.
Right,
Yeah.
70% and 75. Yeah, that's awesome. That's around the same levels that I'm looking at as well. So you're looking at that. Are you familiar with ICT, or have you been studying any ICT?
Yeah, I've seen a few of his videos. I will not say I learned this type of thing from ICT, but I know this type of thing is some kind of ICT traders, you can say. But
I had to ask you because we got so many ICT traders, so I kind of had to ask you if that was where you've learned. But we haven't really talked about that. So maybe before we continue with the analysis, like where did you learn how to trade? Did you have a mentor, or do you have any place where you learned all of this?
actually, I developed this type of style by my own self only. I know this type, I didn't invented it, but I, molded my system in this type of way. I know these are the things, liquidity things, ICT traders see it. But if you ask me, I have developed this on my own, I will say at first I was doing supply and demand. For an example, like 2022, the money that I made, I was doing this type of, price came to the demand, and then I was taking the trades based on that. But then I really got in a, very huge drawdown because price was liquidating it, and sometimes price was going in my favor. Sometimes it was just going against me. So then slowly I developed, okay, let's just wait for any higher low to be taken, then just structure shift, and then I will take trades on my Fibonacci areas. If I miss that trades, like for an example, I didn't took it around here, okay, then I will go to smaller time frame, and then I will look for some kind of breakouts or pullbacks. For an example, it was very good head and shoulder. I can see it. So if I missed it right here, I will take the any kind of price action, you can call it a break and retest or any pattern or any supply and demand tap. For an example, there was a supply. If price would have tapped here, I would have missed the trade. I would have taken it right here. Okay. So if I am feeling, it is really intuition, if you feel it like, it can go from here, you have supply and all, you can take the trade. Okay. But if you're not confident, then you can just wait for some kind of this, head and shoulder type of thing, and then it breaks. This was really good setup. You can take your trade here. You can place your stop loss like here. You can target 1 to 1, or if you are, feeling confident, you can target this low. In this case, I think it wouldn't have hit. So if you are entering in the midway, I think 1 to 1 is a good start. If you're ending on the top, then of course you can squeeze a good amount of, pips here. So this is one of my strategy. Like this is the way I make my bias. And if you ask me about the entry technique, then yeah, I will just wait for some kind of pattern. As you can see in this kind of example, we have head and shoulder. I took a trade today only, actually yesterday only. So not this one. I took GBP CHF. Yeah. So I took this trade yesterday. Today it is the take profit. We got the liquidity above this, and then I will just wait for structure shift. We have the structure shift right here, as this was the last low. We broke it, and then I will just look for my entry around 71, this kind of area. I got a little bit consolidation here. I was like, okay, price is holding. I took my one entry here. Then my second entry was somewhere around here, as we broke out of this consolidation. So this is the way I analyze the charts, and this is the way I enter. Sometimes I enter aggressively, and if price is moving, giving you big candles, then I can wait. Like in this case, I waited for some kind of consolidation, and then this candle triggered me in, and then today I think it hit the take profit. Yeah. So this is basically my strategy. Sometimes I miss the trade, then I can look for in the midway, entry in the midway. For example, we broke this consolidation. You can take the entry here, as your bias is already, you already have your bias. So now it comes to your entry. Now you have to plan your entry accordingly. In my case, I take my entries, at some kind of these kind of breakouts or some pullbacks after some kind of consolidation. And if we have a good fair value gap, I might can take, the aggressive entry, right? I can put sell limit here, stop loss, and TP. Yeah, that's basically my
okay,
strategy.
so a couple of questions here. Do you use market orders or limit orders, or do you use the both depending on the setup?
I think 60% of the time I use limit orders. And when I miss the trade and we have a very good consolidation, Like this is not really the high quality consolidation, I will say. Like that previous example I showed you, I think it was a euro AUD, like that head and shoulder type of thing. I showed you, I forgot the pair. So in that case, I will just do the market execution. If we have a very good clean setup, 60% of the time I put limit orders. And then if we have a very good pattern breakout, like as I again mentioned, that euro AUD head and shoulder type of thing, then I can, take the entry at the break of the head and shoulder. Or I might can, anticipate it is gonna break. So I might can enter like pre-break, because we have a very clean type of pattern. Then yeah, that's basically my strategy. Like in this case, we broke the high, we consolidated. You can take a pre-break entry. Like you were expecting this consolidation to break to the downside. So I think people call it accumulation type of thing. So you can take your pre-break of this. I might can enter here, put stop loss, and then TP, some type of this type of thing I do.
Interesting. So how much are you risking per trade? Do you have a set percentage or a lot size or anything like that? Any risk management techniques?
On the challenge, like for an example, I have different scenarios. I'm in a losing streak. For an example, I breached my 2-3 accounts. Then I start with the 1% risk on a new challenge. For an example, I have cushion of 2-3 challenges, then I might can risk 2%. I should not, I think nobody should go above 2%. I risk 2% if I have cushion. If I don't have the cushion, like I might can blow this account also. For an example, then I will not have funding with fivers. Okay, then I will risk 1% and maybe 1.5. That's it. And if you talk about live account, then live account is also the same, 1 to 2% risk. That's it.
All right. So 2% risk per trade.
Yeah. On the challenge, 2% is really normal for me. But on the live account, I will go for 1%. Then slowly I can increase the risk. 2% if I'm feeling confident, or if I have buffer, let's say I have accounts on the side, then I might can risk 2% or 2.5 max. I don't go above 2.5. If I have cushion,
right.
then only. If I don't have many accounts, then yes, 1 to 2%, that's it.
Right. And do you have, when it comes to profit target, do you have any, let's talk about stop loss placement and then take profit. So when you're placing your stop loss, do you have any specific rules of where to place the stop losses?
It's always above the highs. For an example, this GBP CAT, a CHF trade I took, my entry was at the fib level. I always place it above the recent high. And then my target is also this low. This was the similar trade that I took. This was the, I didn't really change the number or anything. This was the exact trade that I took. My entry was here, my stop loss was above this, my TP was here. So my stop loss placement is always above the highs of any particular structure. In this case, we was having this structure, so I placed above this high. And in breakout scenarios, like we saw on that example, like we took out the liquidity, and then we got head and shoulder type here. Then in this case, I might can enter here and put my stop loss above this high, and my target will go again somewhere near this area. If the momentum is coming, of course, I will hold to this last low. If we are having some consolidation here, then, at somewhere at the 90% of this range, you can say,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That looks really
yeah.
good. Is there anything else you'd like to share here with your when doing your technical analysis? Like, so a couple of questions maybe. What time frame are you focused on specifically? Are you looking at specific different time frames, multi-time frame analysis, or do you have
Okay.
one specific time frame that you're looking at as your favorite?
So for an example, this trade is played out. Okay. Now, as a fresh, we have to take another trade now whenever my setup showed. So what I will do, I will just stick to the 4-hour time frame. Then I will just press like this, I will see which high or low is taken, the 4-hour. For an example, this low is taken. I'm just marking, right now I'm just marking which highs and lows are taken. This high was taken, okay, yesterday, I think. I will just mark my highs and low on the 4-hour. This low is taken. And then let me just, mark it more. Okay, this high was taken. This is my first step when I see the charts. Okay, then I will go to the smaller time frame. Let's say I go to the 15-minute. Okay, then 15-minute, we have to wait for a structure shift on our side, like price started to print lower lows. Okay, but in this case, we didn't tap to our retracement area, so we didn't got the trade here. So it's not like that, like we reach the high, we will enter immediately. It's not like that. My strategy is not like that. So I took gold trade also. Let me explain you. So we was having this high, which got broken. Okay. Then I will go to the smaller time frame, 15-minute. I will wait for structure shift. In this case, yes, structure was shifted right here. We have this higher low, higher high. We shifted. Now what I need to do, just draw my Fibonacci here. I will look for entries around this area. Do we have more confluence? I will see, yes, we have some kind of a supply area here. So I might can take the entry aggressively here, put my stop loss here, and then put my target here. To increase my win rate, might can go to the daily time frame or the weekly time frame to see what kind of candlesticks they are forming. In this case, candlestick was really big and we was having this low which was not breached. Okay, so I can anticipate, okay, this low is not breached, maybe price can take out this low. So sells are valid on the high time frame also and on the lower time frame also. Okay, so first thing I will do 4-hour time frame, then 15-minute my Fibonacci thing. Once price came to that area, it doesn't mean I will enter. Okay, price came to that area, let's just enter. It doesn't mean I will still look for the daily time frame or the weekly time frame to see what areas prices on, or what kind of candlestick price is making. For an example, I think, yeah, we took out this high, but on the weekly time frame, look at this candle. It is making huge lower wick. So even if the price presented sells, the weekly and daily time frame is looking very fishy. So in this case, lower your risk or I will not enter. Okay. So first thing, of course, my backbone of the strategy is 4-hour time frame, liquidity. And this is my actual trade that I'm on. This is a little bit risky trade. We took out the 4-hour high, and then I go to the smaller time frame. We go to the 15-minute. We got this change of character here. Then I draw my Fibonacci. I'm looking for entries around this area. And I just look at the daily. I'm like, okay, daily rejected. We are on the resistance area. So maybe price can go lower. But the thing is that we might can take out this high also. So that's why I'm on low risk here. So yeah. So this is my actual trade that I'm in. And yeah, so this is basically what I do on a daily basis. First 4-hour liquidity, and then daily time frame or weekly time frame candlesticks, how they are performing, or what kind of areas we have taken, and then yeah, building my confluences, and then I take the entry. Like, let me give you one last example. So this was the daily time frame which took out this low. Even if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we took out this low also. So we already are at the liquidity areas. So we are looking for buys. Of course, we have daily time frame confluence also, because we have taken this low and we are kind of rejecting. We have this fair value gap also, which price has not tapped. So our anticipation can be, okay, price might can tap this fair value gap. So we will look for the entries on the structure shift itself. Okay, we took out this 4-hour low. We shifted the structure right here at when this high was broken. Then of course, my Fibonacci, we will look for entries around this area, and fair value gap is still not tapped. So definitely this trade is still valid unless this fair value gap is tapped. Once it tapped, we will not look for any sells. Yeah, if it would have, missed our entry, just tap the fair value gap. Okay, let it go. Then, our plan is not to take the entry on the mid range unless we tap my Fibonacci areas first. So this is basically my strategy. I explained to you, like, I think in a very detailed way.
Yeah, very detailed.
Basically, this is it. Yeah.
I like the mix between systematic approach and discretionary approach here as well. So we're getting to the close to the end of the getting close to the end of the interview, and I'd like to ask you. So imagine that we have someone coming into trading completely new. Where should they start? And do you have any advice on to give to new traders?
If I see my journey, I have been strategy hopping for a very long time. That was really a big hurdle for me in my journey. So if someone is coming in this trading thing, you should not, hop the strategy unless you are not getting any results for, let's say, 6 to 8 months. So you have to give yourself time. Let's say, I think 4 months data is also enough, 3 to 4 months data. Then just stick to one strategy and just take 1 to 2 trades a day, 1% risk, and just whatever your strategy is telling you, just do it. Just build your data for 3 4 months. Then I think nobody can stop you from achieving these kind of payouts or passing the challenges, because you will have confidence in yourself. Like, yes, I have data, I have seen this type of setup, I know this type of setup can play out, I know this type of setup cannot play out. So slowly you will build the confidence, and that is the only way. I think 1% risk. If you are new, don't go for more than 1% risk, and slowly just you can learn any strategy, price action, whatever you want to use. Even I have done a coin flip thing with my friends. I was doing coin flip, and I was entering the trades based on big stop loss 1 to 1. Still that thing still played out. We passed the challenge that way. So I think strategy is not really the big part. The way you execute your plan is really a big part. And again, 1% risk, just 1 to 2 trades, and the strategy that you are using, use it for 3-4 months. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's super important. Be consistent and don't give up on a
Yeah.
strategy just because you're in a losing streak. So yeah, I think that is super, super important. All right, Samir, I would like to thank you for joining this interview. It's been super insightful here, and learned a lot about your system here. And I think the viewers are going to be very grateful for this as well. I'd like to wish you all the best in your future journey, and hopefully we can do another interview like this one once you're scaled your account again. All right, thank you for joining, and guys watching, make sure to hit that like and subscribe for more interviews like this one. Thank you, Samir.
Okay.
Hi guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. Now make sure you like and subscribe, and most of all, go into the YouTube and check our other content that we provide here at the Fivers. We'll see you in the next one.